Well, I lost my job today. Um, that was the fastest it's ever taken to lose a job. I think the main reason is I had to get up at 3:30 every day. I had to be there at 5. It was a half an hour drive. They offered a lot of money. $18 an hour. Overtime. You could work 7 days a week. You could work 12 hours a day every day. Everyone thought I did good. In the last video, I explained how my wrist was hurting. I got to be around females. I got to listen to music. I could have gone somewhere if I would have manned up. I was happy, but getting up at 3:30, my wrist was still hurting, and they wanted me to open up thousands more, pre-make, fold them for the Packers. Thousands more boxes. My wrist was already hurting. I was tired. And I've been drinking a lot of caffeine, like 2 dark cups in the morning, and even when I went to work, the first couple days I had energy, but by the end of the day I was tired. Well, I drank so much caffeine and I dehydrated myself. I was so tired. I had so little sleep that I woke up this morning and I felt so freaking bad. 2-3 hours of sleep. My wrist was still hurting. I was nervous. My body didn't feel right. I vomited in the toilet. My stomach was hurting all morning. And so I drove. I attempted to it because my life's on the line. Like, sometimes in life you have to make choices. And we want to man up. We want to say, oh, I'm gonna. But as hard as I tried, I couldn't turn that Super Saiyan on. And it made me envious of people that could. Like, how are they doing it? I couldn't do it. I was about to swerve into traffic. I parked my car. I parked it at Kroger and slept. And this was close to 5 a.m. and my stomach started to hurt from the caffeine. Oh, it didn't just drain me and dehydrate me. It also messed my stomach up. Those 2 days of drinking all the caffeine. I couldn't find a bathroom, so I drove around. But I eventually found the BP. And I tried to go back to sleep in my car. I was depressed. It was cold. You hear nothing but the night, and you hear other people, and you're paranoid, and you're depressed, and oh, I lost this, I lost all these people down. So I fall asleep and my stomach hurts again. And I go to Kroger. Luckily it's open because I was in the Kroger parking lot. And what if I would have went to work like that? Like, they want me to work fast. It's my third day. And my stomach hurts. I'm going to be in the bathroom. Like, caffeine, it was the early shift, but caffeine gave me a nightmare this morning. It messed me up. Caffeine kicked my butt. And I want to remember this video because I'm 32 years old and it took 32 years to be turned off from caffeine. I've been addicted to it for not 32 years, but probably a decade and a half. I gotta quit. I never want to feel like that again. I want to build my energy up. I lost a job. I let people down today. I suffered. I became delusional. I can accomplish a lot. And I've impressed a lot of people. I've done a lot of cool things. I've broke some records. But I'm still human. Substances still affect me, even if it's caffeine. If I feel that bad from caffeine, that tells me that I need to do the opposite. I need to not take caffeine. Because if I don't sleep, I get delusional. So when I sleep, I get less delusional, less anxiety. I have to quit. And I'm quitting alcohol on Saturday. I'm going to try one thing at a time. But I lost my job. It was nice being around women. And through all this, I have urges. The urges are coming. I almost called a chick that I got laid a few weeks ago, and that's not gonna help. Oh, you're doing it with the woman, and you're not fat. Well, I'm still letting people down, you know. What's the point of doing Nofap November challenge and doing this whole vlog if I'm gonna get laid and I'm still being like not doing the right thing? The whole purpose of this is to do the right thing. And maybe we just need to keep trying to improve and do less caffeine, do less vaping, do less alcohol. Because other people had energy at my job, and I probably didn't have energy because I'm like going on 10 days of Nofap. And in a few days, I'm going to be at the critical point when I start to change. It's like I need to make a choice. Like, the urges become intense after the 2-week mark. But also, when you get past those urges, you get to 18, 19, 20, 21. There's a possibility that, like, me and other people have experienced where we start to feel better. Sometimes it takes a month, but if you really go at it, it could take 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You feel better when you feel better. You can't rush anything in life, and really, if you try to force things, it just slows it down. So what I have to talk about today is just like no fap and no caffeine. I'm feeling better. I got water in my system. I had to take a shot during the day because I feel like crap, dude. But I feel better than when I did in the dark morning, in the cold, and the urges. But I've gone too far. I don't want to let people down. I let people that work down, but it's my choice at the end of the day. Like I want to change, man. I am. It'll be alright. I just gotta keep going. On the plus side, I got some more videos out, and I'm trying. At least I'm not like not trying, because when you try, at least you can say you tried, and you can keep trying and trying. But if you don't try, nothing's gonna happen, and you're probably gonna backslide. And but if you're trying and you fail, because with human beings we fail sometimes. It's part of being human, and it's part of growing and just learning. And people can be mad at me. Oh, he doesn't want to work. Oh, well, you're not getting up at 3:30, and I know I tried. But I care what people think, and maybe in a couple weeks, hopefully I won't care what people think, because it gets to me, man. It takes up space in my mind, and it probably energy, like who knows how much my mind is draining me, because I got a really active mind. Who knows? And hopefully there's gonna be some light or some truth or some positivity. But I'm 6 days into Nofap November, and it is dark. It is hard, but they say it gets worse before it gets better. And when it gets better, I'll let you guys know, man. What's better? Feeling better? Because sometimes that's all you want. Like, you're struggling in life, and all you want to do is feel better. Like, you could have all this money, and you could be, like, dying on the inside. Trauma. But the world needs to maybe just focus on healing and being mentally healthy, instead of like, it's so distracted. And like, I go on Facebook today and everyone's fighting and everyone's being negative, and both sides of people are being assholes to each other, and that gets to me. Such a negative world, man, that I've had to live in, with all this negativity and this fighting. And but there's beauty in pain, and without pain, man, This would be boring. We'd just be walking on rainbows and like, how can you appreciate things without being able to possibly lose things? Not to be like better, like philosophical, but how can there be light if there's no darkness? So that's my message, guys. Sorry it's long. I had to vent. I'm looking for a new job. But I'm gonna go on Nofap, and I'm gonna build up this semen retention and this energy, so that the next time I have a badass job, maybe I'll have the energy and the confidence for it, cause I don't right now. I should have done Nofap earlier, man. Who knows where I'd be at? Cause people really like me when I'm sober. I have potential, man. I'm tired. But I'm gonna keep going. I couldn't keep going with the job, man, but with Nofap, all you have to do is, you don't have to do anything. You just have to not do it. I don't have to drive half an hour in the morning to do Nofap. I just gotta fight through it and feel my pain and feel my emotions, and it'll be alright. Because I've done it before. Just processing some crap because I was a heroin addict for 6 years, and I'm 2 years sober, and people like to give you a time limit. Oh, you're not healed yet. Well, if I could, I would, bro. I'm feeling some things that are pretty freaking hard, dude. I was homeless in Indianapolis and San Diego. I lost my girlfriend. She blocked me for 6 months while I was trying to do everything right. But I still pushed, and I still went to work. I still made a few $1,000s. It'll be alright, man. Alright, guys. I'm still going, and I'm gonna be there tomorrow. I'll talk to you tomorrow.